All right, recording.
Got
All
it.
right, got it. So, I do have a few questions here. So, are you ready? Do you have a general idea what you're doing?
I don't think so.
Okay, so first of all, can you introduce yourself, who you are, when you went to Oswego, where you're from, all the little simple facts about yourself?
Okay. Well, hi, Lakers. I'm Thelma Vincent. If I use the French accent, it's Thelma Vincent. Because I'm French, I come from Paris, and I studied in Oswego last year for sorry, I was about to say summer.
Summer into fall semester.
Sorry, I can do that again.
You want to do it again? Just go ahead.
Sorry.
So why don't you
Okay.
introduce yourself?
Hi, Lakers. I'm Thelma Vincent. I'm French. I come from Paris, and I studied in Oswego last year for fall semester in 2022.
All right. So you would you consider yourself a Laker?
Of course, everyone who comes to Oswego, even for one semester, is a Laker.
All right, so I've got some simple questions about you about things to do on Oswego. So the first question, I'm gonna throw it out there. Uh, does Oswego have a lot of things to do on campus?
Well, if in 4 months and a half I've never got bored, that means that Oswego has a lot of stuff to do. Every week, an event. Even every day, you have something to do.
But
So
comparing that to Paris, I mean, Paris is a huge city, so you're saying Oswego has a lot of things to do even in comparison to that?
the city itself, I mean the town itself, is yeah, you have less things to do in the town of Oswego, but that's because it's Paris. You asked me to compare with Paris. But is if we're talking about just sunny Oswego compared to my experience of as a student in Paris, you have way more to do in sunny Oswego.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want me to explain, in France, when we go to college, it's more we go to university. It's back and forth between home, university, home. You go to the university just for class. You attend classes and then you go back home, you do your homework, and that's whereas if you go to an American campus like San Oswego, you live on campus first, you have events, you have facilities like gym, swimming pool, ice rink, and every day you have open swim, open ice rink, open gym, you have classes, you have parties, you have a lot of things to do on the campus. And in Paris, you have a lot of things to do, but outside the campus, and you need money.
So you attended a lot of events while you were here in Oswego?
Yep. I think every single event I was there. Even when I got back, I got lucky to come back just for vacation. Someone recognized me because he said, "Oh, you were there to every single event." So I think, yeah.
So you'd say you kind of know what you're talking about when it comes to things to do on Oswego, right?
Yep, I think I do.
All right. Well, then if that's the case, what is your favorite event that you participated on campus? And
Mm,
more something that future students would be able to do. So
mm, I would say uh, the pumpkin run.
the pumpkin run?
Yep, the pumpkin run because it's during the friends and family weekend. And even if I didn't have my family with me, given that I was an international student, I could see how students enjoyed this weekend. They were surrounded by their families, by their friends. They could share moments, the run. the pumpkin paint. And as an international student, sometimes we're invited by some students to share this moment with their families, and that was very generous of them. So that's something I like. And just the event itself, it was so much fun. Like we ran, and after that there was a raffle. I won, surprise. And I
Oh,
got a lot of memories painting the pumpkins, which for me was the first time.
you really hadn't painted pumpkins before you came to Oswego?
No, neither carving.
Neither. Oh, wow. Um, so just to be also fair, what events, like a reoccurring event at Oswego, didn't you like?
Mm, that's hard. Um, Maybe more the the prom, because
Mm,
I was I was in Hart Hall, which is the international hall mostly, and they want to give us this American experience by organizing a prom, which we don't have abroad. And that was a super idea. I was super excited of doing it, but it's still different, and it's international students attending an American culture thing. So we were not having the same codes,
yeah.
and we were not sharing the same music taste. Like it was a lot of Asian,
Hmm.
Indian music, which I don't really know. So I was kind of bored at one point.
So, do you think if it was a different hall that hosted a prom, you would have liked it?
Maybe because more American people would have come, and they would have maybe given us this American experience, American code of what is a prom, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Um, if you could recommend one event for an incoming Laker, right? An incoming Laker to try, it's for their first
Definitely,
semester. Go
sorry,
ahead.
definitely the color run.
The color run. Why is
Yep.
that?
The color run is an event organized at the end of August, so right before, or maybe like this first week of school, I think. And you just run through campus, and while you run, the the staff members will throw powder on you, like multicolor powder, and at the end you finish completely blue or yellow or like a rainbow, and you have great pictures. And at the end of the run, everyone gathered on the beach volleyball um, field, and everyone throw yellow and green powder because it's Lakers colors, and it's just a moment where you just go back to your childhood, and at the same
Hmm.
time you meet and laugh with people who you don't know at all, but you're just sharing the moment with them, and that launched the year, I think.
Nice. Okay. And as a final thing to say, what do you think is an event or something you participated in on campus that was really underrated or unknown by most people?
Mm, I would say the Rice Creek event, like, also in
Like
September.
events in general, or
There's one special event where you just go to Rice Creek, and you do kayaking, you paint on the rocks, you play music, you play how do you call it? Pickleball, something.
pickleball?
Yeah, pickleball. You draw, you paint, you eat for free, which was new for me.
Always a benefit.
And you do all of that with people who are just passionate about this environment, which is Rice Creek and which is beautiful. And at the same time, you discover what is Rice Creek because I was hearing that for a week. And when I got there, I was like, okay, I know why people keep talking about Rice Creek. It's just such the most peaceful place on earth. So that's
If
why.
there's that's beautiful. I mean, that's great. Is there anything you would like to say to future Lakers? Any last comments?
Um, we often want to have what we don't have. And even if studying in America costs, think that it's also a great opportunity because you have great opportunities on campus to socialize, learn, and have fun all at the same time. And I think that's something as international people we all dream about for years.
And
So
is there anything you'd recommend to those currently in Oswego who may not feel like that there's a lot of things to do here? How do you suggest that they maybe reach out or maybe find something?
first, read the posters because they advertise everywhere in the campus that I remember. And don't don't stick with your first impression reading the poster. Don't be like, oh, it doesn't seem great. Now just go there and you will see how much you can have, how much fun you can have.
Alrighty, that's all I had for questions. So if there's anything else you'd like to share,
Go Lakers!
go Lakers. All right, thank you so much, Thelma, for let me redo that. Thank you so much, Thelma, for coming in and talking here today.
Thank you for
From
the
across the
invitation.
sea. You are very welcome.